This morning, firefighters are getting a better handle on what was a fast-moving brush fire that broke out in East County. Some evacuation orders and warnings were lifted late last night. Thank you so much for joining us. The time right now, 6 a.m. on this Thursday. I'm Netta Iranpour.
And I'm Evan Nurani. The fire started right around 3 p.m. yesterday along Creelman Lane out in Ramona. CAL FIRE says it's burned at least 347 acres. It's now 20% contained. Let's take a look at a map. The red areas under evacuation orders, while the yellow areas are under evacuation warnings. There's a temporary evacuation center that is set up at Olive Pierce Middle School on Hanson Lane, and large animals can be taken to the Ramona Rodeo on Aqua Lane. We talked to an active duty firefighter who happened to be off work.
We couldn't evacuate. We had a fire truck in our driveway. It happened instant. And so we just decided to stay, prep everything, defend everything, and here we are.
Firefighters say that they will likely remain on the scene for the next few days. Of course, just mopping up, making sure all those hot spots are back to normal. But a reminder of just how much dry brush there is across our county.
Yeah, it's tough for them to go through all those hills to fight this. A fast-moving wildfire also triggered evacuation orders near Rainbow. This one started just before 11 a.m. yesterday. We have this as breaking news during our midday shows. It burned 26 acres and right now is 90% contained. Amazing effort by those fire crews. All evacuation orders and warnings have been lifted there.
We know how much work CAL FIRE does to hit those hot spots as soon as those fires pop up because they know how important it is to tackle them.
Don't want to let it take off,
It's going to be hot out there. Yesterday, we were under a heat advisory along the coast and inland. Extreme heat warning for the mountains and deserts. That stays in effect all the way through the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week. The coastline still stays the most comfortable place to be, with temperatures mostly in the upper 70s. We've got some low 90s expected inland, 96 for the mountains, and 115 for the deserts. Here's a look outside right now. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s and 70s. Just a reminder of how much of a warm up we've got to expect over the course of the day. Well, the fun is about to get underway. It is the first full day of Comic-Con. Right now, people are lining up outside the San Diego Convention Center with doors opening at 9:30.
Okay, we have 3.5 hours to go, but people are there already, including our own superheroes. We have team coverage for you this morning featuring Wonder Woman right there and a Minion. Yay. News 8 story up and Doc has stuff you can do without a badge. There's plenty to do, but we're going to start with Chris Grow. He's already inside. You got to go inside, Chris. What's it happening in there?
I love the Minion outfit.
The banana.
Hola, little bosses. Yes, we are inside. Yeah, it is awesome to be in here. You can kind of feel the excitement. This is one of really the awesome parts of my job, is to be here before all of the badged convention goers get to be in here. So one of the other really cool things is to see things that are here for the first time. And I'm here with Yumi from Konami here to show off Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously a huge trading card game, a huge property. And Yumi, you've got something here that's never been here before.
That's correct. We're coming out with these serialized cards in September called Grandmaster Rares. And there's 18 different types, and we're showing all 18 of the samples, the initial samples that no one's ever seen before in person.
And now one of the big questions, of course, is can you buy them individually, or you got to take the chance and buy a pack?
Yeah, you got to take your chance and buy one of these magnificent monsters coming out in September.
That's awesome. So let's go ahead and go show what else here at the Comic-Con that you guys have here for Konami. I know that oftentimes a lot of the focus is on the dueling, but you guys do have the shop here that has some items for fans to go ahead and purchase as well too, right?
That's correct. This year we're doing an exclusive Comic-Con game mat with Blackluster Soldier and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And then you can also take demos of our Master Duel and Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG to win one of these very cute Mulcharmy plushies and other prizes as well.
That is so cool. And then, of course, the demo of the dueling going on here is always one of the big things. Now, there are a couple different ways that we can do the dueling, right? Cards and then through the app as well?
That's correct. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's available for iOS, Android, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo as well. And it's the digital version of the TCG.
Well, Yumi, thank you so much here. Again, a lot to do at Konami, and I'd be remiss if I did not point out that we also have your opportunity to become your own monster, trap card, magic card. I'll go ahead and show you. I've already got mine done here. Banana trap card. Okay, that's what we're going to call this one. Banana trap card. But you know who has some really good reporting outside of the convention center? In fact, for those who don't have a badge, it's going to really come in handy. Our Wonder Woman is just outside. And got to ask, what are you seeing out there, Wonder Woman?
Thanks so much, Minion. It's great hearing from you from the inside out here. We are seeing a few people walking around with their badges. I can tell you too, just down the street from us at the Paramount Plus Lodge, there's already a line forming out in front of that. That's one of those activities that's happening outside of the convention center, and there are plenty of other things throughout downtown for you to take part in if you do not have a badge. Here's what the preps looked like over the past few days out at Petco Park. This is the Petco Park Interactive Zone. It starts today through Sunday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m., 4 p.m. on Sunday. We'll be live from there during our midday shows, giving you an inside look at the largest badge-free Comic-Con experience. And all the fun will be happening in the Lexus Premier lot across from the convention center. You can enter the lot from the convention center by crossing the Harbor Drive pedestrian bridge. A free anime music festival hosted by Crunchyroll is also happening in Gallagher Square on Saturday and Sunday. And then there's the Adult Swim on the Green, an 18-plus event at Bayfront Park, starting at 1 p.m. through 10 p.m. with new show screenings, games, rides, even laser dance parties. There's also an after party at the Downtown Bar and Nightclub, Good Night John Boy, happening Saturday from 7 to 11 p.m. That'll have a meet and greet with the cast and crew of the 1978 film, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You will need tickets, though, for that. And I mean, the list goes on and on for the different things you can do, even if you don't have a badge. We're out at the Pendry Hotel. Coming up at 6:30, we'll be talking with Pop-Up Bagels about what they have going on out here. And you can also go to our website, cbs8.com, to find a full list of all of the fun. And don't forget to dress up. Reporting live from outside the Pendry, Tori Apodaca, News 8.
Oh, Tori, yeah, people are about to go all out there. Thank you. As Tori just mentioned, the Paramount Plus Lodge, one of the most popular free activations. I mean, she said people are already lined up. It's at the Happy Doughs Bar that's on Fifth Avenue. Tickets are sold out for that, but there is that standby line. So, yeah, get there early. Good luck to you, and just enjoy people watching while you're in line. There's also a free Nickelodeon slime activation right in front of the new Children's Museum. It was always like a life goal of mine to get slimed. It'll be open to the public tomorrow through Sunday. And here at News 8, we drafted one of our own to be slimed live on the air during tonight's preview. So tune in at 6:30 p.m. to see who we picked. It's not one of us, because obviously we work the morning shift, but some lucky afternoon person
I wish it was.
gets to get slimed.
It really, that's one thing that I think, like we said, spans generations.
Right.
Everyone wanted to be slimed,
Yeah,
right?
I thought it was just like me, the 80s children, but no, the 90s,
I
late
think they
early
still,
2000s.
I mean, clearly they still
They
do
still
it.
slime.
So, I mean, even the Gen Zers probably want to be slimed too.
I just always wanted to know what it felt like. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
watery or pudding?
Well, I think that like the impact, it varies depending on the way that they're sliming. Sometimes it'll literally like just shoot out of like, you know, the
Right.
podium that they're on. It'll
Or the
drop
bucket,
from above. Yeah, there's a wide variety of ways. And some of them look a little bit more impactful than others. It's 6:08 right now. Good morning to you. Take a live look outside at the overcast skies that we are starting off your Thursday morning with. If you're here for Comic-Con, expect some pretty warm temperatures over the coming days. We've also got plenty of humidity. Hurricane Fausto, a Category 1 hurricane well off the coast of Cabo, is helping to bring in not only warmer ocean water, but also some high surf to the coastline, so be prepared for that. Winds are at 80 miles per hour around the eye wall of that hurricane, but it is way off of our coast. There's no chance of it making any landfall for any of us along the California coast. Today's highs take us to 94 in Santee and El Cajon, 88 in La Mesa, 82 in National City. Downtown San Diego is going for 81 degrees. Coronado, 80 in Pacific Beach, 75 as that afternoon high. North County's looking pretty warm as well in the 70s out by the coast, 80s inland, 90s out in East County, Escondido, Poway, Ramona, all looking at mid to upper 90s. And the heat is not easing off anytime soon. Between now and Sunday, we'll get a little bit of a drop in temperatures, but it just does not last long. These cool downs come for maybe 2 days, and then we are right back into the 90s all the way through the middle and end of next week. We'll take it back to about 96 on average. Let's check in on traffic here at 6:10. So far, drive times are not looking too bad. 5 southbound from the 54 to the border, you're at a 7-minute commute, 74 miles per hour. The 78 westbound from the 15 to the 5, also smooth at 72 miles per hour. Might even want to stay a little bit lighter on speeds than what it's suggesting here. On the 52 westbound from the 125 to the 15, it's also just a 7-minute commute, 67 miles per hour. All right. Let's check in on your border wait time, see how long it's going to take to come into the U.S. Right now, San Ysidro Port of Entry taking about 75 minutes, actually pretty fast compared to what we've seen earlier this week. Otay Mesa Port of Entry, the fastest perhaps, about an hour across the Port of Entry there. We've seen times where this could be upwards of 2-3 hours, so a little bit smoother of speeds that we have over the course of the morning here.